It's almost 4th of July, and I am feeling very much into U.S. history lately. I have been really curious about the Revolutionary War, and a lot of that is pretty much from reading Stephanie Dray novels. Those novels got me super curious. I'm specifically interested in stories that focus on amazing-ass women. No, not Kim K, not that kind of amazing ass, the other kind. But this channel is about food, and in keeping with the colonial theme, we will be making a very special colonial soup, a cream of peanut butter soup that was the signature soup of a colonial woman named Jane Vogue. I think that's how you pronounce her name. She was French, so maybe it's like Vogue. I don't know. It's V-O-B-E. Jane Vogue owned and operated the King's Arms Tavern in Colonial Williamsburg, which was the capital of Virginia at the time. So this tavern was founded, I believe, in 1773. And she had a tavern before that. So basically she was like a serial tavern owner. And the King's Arms Tavern was frequented by military men and politicians, names you might recognize, like Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, likely served on several occasions to be the room where it happened. Sadly, little is known about Jane Vogue's life, but we do know that she was an undeterred businesswoman. And how do we know that? Because her business was burglarized several times, vandalized, burglarized, and like pretty much left her with not much, but she always rebuilt. And she continued to serve and employ her community. I think she had like up to 13 employers at one time. As best as I can ascertain, there's that word again, best as I can ascertain, she lived an autonomous life at a time when that was damn near impossible for women. We know that when the capital of Virginia moved to Richmond, she packed up her tavern in Colonial Williamsburg and she moved it to Richmond. The girl was smart. She followed the power. There is a current replica of the King's Arm Tavern in Colonial Williamsburg right now. Like you can go there and get a really authentic experience. And the cream of peanut soup that we are going to be making today is currently, I believe, I mean, I can't say for like right now, but it is typically on the menu. But before we begin, I have a little announcement to make. This channel is going 100%, well, almost 100%, like 99% plant-based, almost vegan. So close to being vegan, but I will be explaining a little bit of that in the next video because we are short on time. But because we're going plant-based, I am purging my kitchen, my pantry, my refrigerator, my fridge. I am purging my fridge of all the dairy, all the cheese, all the everything, the butter and the cream and the milk and whatever. We didn't even have milk. We have Oatly. Yeah, so I'm purging that. And so I've decided to actually make 2 versions of this peanut soup. One is from Jane Vogue's restaurant, the King's Arms Tavern. It's her original recipe. And that one is not vegan. That one is vegetarian. And the other one is going to be my vegan version. And I'm going to compare them. I want to sit down and like just taste them back to back and just see how my vegan version compares. So if you're into plant-based traditional foods, that is foods that are made from scratch, ferments, and seasonal creations, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Such a simple, gracious act helps me tons. Every subscription equals a happy dance in front of my husband, and that makes him smile. And happy that he's sponsoring these videos. And it also is so encouraging to me. Also, there are a lot of recipes that I make that are really, really simple, like this cultured cashew cream that I'm going to be telling you. I often just upload them as a short, and I do that kind of randomly. So if you hit that bell button, you will be notified when that happens. The vegan version of this soup has an optional prerequisite, and it's that cultured cashew cream that I was talking about. Basically, it's cashews soaked in purified water overnight, drained, blended in a high-speed blender for like several minutes until it's really, really smooth, that it's like almost like buttercream, and then cultured for another 24 hours. So like if you're gonna do that, you need to kind of plan ahead. And I use my Instant Pot to do it. Like I have something going on right here, right now. I'm culturing a pecan and cashew yogurt, making a yogurt for my muesli in the morning. So I'll also put that recipe in the description box. In fact, every recipe that I talk about here will be down in that description box for you. Okay, so let's start with the original recipe from Jane Vogue. I'm making one substitution here, and that is I'm going to be using a vegetable bouillon instead of a chicken broth. And also, I'm not going to strain these soups like the recipe says to do as well. Instead, I'm going to use, I have an immersion blender, so I'm just going to use that instead. It's just easier. So I watched this video and someone was having the soup in Colonial Williamsburg, and it was fall, and they were having it with a cute little fall salad with apples and like candied nuts and butternut squash, and it looked delicious. It's not fall, so we're not going to be doing that, but we are going to be having it with a gorgeous little summer salad. It will have apples with a strawberry dressing that I made and some almonds and some apples. And I'm thinking of the pairing like peanut butter and jelly comes to mind, or peanut butter and apples. Version. You don't want it too thick. And this is the vegan version. They look exactly alike. Exactly. Peanuts. You're supposed to top it with peanuts. I'm going to top it with little cashews. And you can have it with hot sauce. I'm going to put some more black pepper on it, because I love black pepper. So let's taste it. It's a vegetarian. I don't want to spill it. It's pretty good. I'm used to making a peanut soup, like an African peanut soup that is really spiced. This is a really different flavor. I don't know, but I actually really like it. But it's hard to eat without it dribbling. Oh, the cashews are really good in it. That's really good. It's delicious. It tastes like kind of peanutty, but it's savory. It's like vegetal, as opposed to being like what you think of with peanuts, peanut butter and stuff, being a little bit more sweet. It's not sweet at all because there's no sugar in it. It has like kind of a vegetal flavor, like a cream of vegetable soup kind of. But richer, it's delightful. Okay, so I'm gonna try my vegan stuff. It tastes so similar. They taste really, really similar. I am actually preferring my vegan. I was not expecting that. It's got a little bit more depth. I like mine better. And I'm not saying that just because I created it. I really do. I'm actually kind of surprised. I was expecting this to be better, but I know why this is better. Not because it's vegan, but because the cultured cashew cream gave it a little bit of tang, which you can get with this. With the vegetarian version, just add a little sour cream or a squeeze of lemon or even like apple cider vinegar, just a splash of it, and you'll get it. It'll be great. But I think that just a little hint of tang just gives it a whole lot more depth, more structure, just makes it delicious. Okay, let's try a little hot sauce. Now this hot sauce is going to give it some acidity. Let's try it with a little bit of hot sauce, which that acidity will also, I mean, could take the place of the lemon or the ACV or sour cream. I kind of like the simplicity of it. Like the hot sauce is good, but it makes it less simple. You could do one or the other. It makes no difference. It really does. It tastes so similar. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really, really, really appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with us, with the family. And yeah, thank you. I really appreciate you. Have an excellent evening, and I will see you on Monday.